Straight out to the lion's den. Should the prosecution settle this, or should they go for the needle? Adam Thompson, criminal defense attorney.
Just let it go already. Over $1.7 million has been spent. The message has been sent. Jodi Arias is nuts. She's guilty. She did this. There's nothing more to get out of this case. Let her serve life in prison. She will never get out and see daylight again. There's no need to go through this again, retry this part of the case. And then it's just going to be tons.
Look at her expression. Look at Kinsey Schofield's expression.
I agree with counsel.
I am so ridiculously offended by this guy. This is a woman who has a Twitter feed and constantly harasses and taunts this family with her Twitter feed. I don't know the man's name that just spoke before me, but if his brother had been brutally slaughtered, would he be okay with this woman continuing to have a voice?
We want to put her down because she is a menace.
She is.
Would you be
she
okay
is
if it was your
deviant.
brother who
After the murder, she continued.
Listen, the death penalty doesn't work. So you're not going to be scoring any points by putting her to death. Let her spend her time and rot in a prison cell for the next 50 years, and that'll show what real punishment is all about. But I do agree she shouldn't be able to get access to Twitter and the internet and be posting these ridiculous things.
Let's not rob every person behind bars of certain fundamental rights just to get back at Jodi Arias. I mean, she's clearly not my favorite person on the planet. I wrote this book, Expose the Secret Life of Jodi Arias, which she certainly will not like because I expose her as the pathological liar that she is. But I still think that people should be able to have Twitter feeds. Just because she's abusing it, just like she abuses everything, doesn't mean we should rob everybody of the right. Now, Prosecutor Juan Martinez was hell-bent on showing the whole world that Jodi Arias is a pathological liar and a diabolical killer. Remember, the two fought like hell in court. Let's go back memory lane.
How is it that if it just happened, you can't even remember what you just said?
I think I'm more focused on your posture and your tone and your anger, so it's hard to process the question.
So the answer is, it's, again, the prosecutor's fault because you perceive him to be angry, right?
It's not your fault.
Well, is somebody asking you whose fault it is?
You did.
Well, you seem to be pointing it at the prosecutor, right? So you believe the reason that you can't be effective on the witness stand is because somebody is asking you questions in a way you don't like.
I think that was a compound question.
Straight out to the lion's den. There are risks for both of them if they go to retrial. Prosecutor Juan Martinez is wildly popular right now. I was there when there was a whole move. Prosecutor Juan Martinez for governor. If he loses again, though, Kinsey Schofield, it might start to turn on him.
I was trying to figure out what leverage does Jodi Arias bring into settlement discussions. She's been convicted. She's facing either life or death. It seems like all the chips are in the prosecutor's hands. You really don't have anything to offer. I hear this political commentary, but even if she gets life imprisonment and he tried to convict her, he still goes out as a fighter. So I don't understand what
I disagree with that. She brings a lot to the table to bargain because she could waive her right to appeal. Listen, part of the process can be we'll spare you death, but you got to waive your right to go on appeal. That will save the state and the government tens, potentially millions of dollars.
Okay. Well, I was
I think that Juan Martinez is invested in this in a completely different way. I do think that this is a good man who is heavily invested in this because he is bonded with this family who experienced such a horrific tragedy. And I think it's really more of a heart situation than him, or a heart move for him than a career move. I think he wants this family